What's up, everybody? It's Vince for the hashtag Very Cool Guys, and today we're here at the shop. I'm going to take a few minutes and talk tools. If you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you know we're big on organization. We're big on toolboxes. We're big on having a place for everything and everything having a place. So today we have one of our, it's a Sortimo product, which is the European manufacturer. It's licensed by Bosch, and it's their L box. Okay, this is, as you can see, it's well worn. We've been using this system for a while, and we like the L boxes. The problem with and why we've made a change to a exploring different sorting systems is because, in my opinion, Bosch never really pulled the trigger 100% on this. They never released all the organizers. Availability was always scarce. You know, I did purchase some at a big box, but I did purchase a lot on Amazon, and I gotta tell you, I like them. They are a little, it's hard plastic as opposed to a impact resistant plastic. I don't know if this one, some of the boxes where another box would lock into this box. I'm looking to see if I have another L box handy so I can show how it locks. But sometimes these clips break because they are a hard plastic. But I digress. That's not the reason for today's video. Today's video, and I know everybody's it's gonna be like garlic to a vampire, what I'm about to do. Today's video is going to be about Milwaukee's M12 line of power tools. Yes, this Bosch box is filled with Milwaukee tools, and they're somewhat organized. We used some, I forget the name of the foam, but we used some high density foam and then cut a custom piece of foam to fill this box so our tools would fit in here nicely and not move around. But today's conversation is about Milwaukee's, and these are well worn, these M12s. And they've been highly, I mean, I've been using these, it's gotta be at least 5 years. They're well worn. The batteries, the majority of the batteries in this box, I believe, these are the original batteries. They take a charge. They still operate. They charge up to 100%. I've never had a battery go bad where it just died. I've never had that happen where it was not rechargeable. I've never had a battery 100% fail on me. We're very fond of the M12 line. This one is an M12. It is a hammer drill. The, I guess, category number 2411-20. So I guess that would be the series. I'm not certain. I didn't put that into I didn't put it into search to see what will come up or if this line of tool does come up, but I'll assume that is the product number. The impact driver is category number 2450-20, and this is a 3/8 inch hammer drill. This impact driver, I believe, is, I don't know what size shank this is. 1/4 inch? Nah, it's gotta be, it's probably, I don't know. Let us know there in YouTube world what size shank this is, but it accepts standard drives. And yes, that's a Dewalt drive because I think that the Dewalt drives are the best. But we've been using these for a while. And today's video is really, it's going to be a highly technical and scientific video. We just so happen to be able to get on special Milwaukee's. This is already, look, it's already used. Our tools don't last, they don't stay new. They don't stay new very long. So we were able to get our hands on, by purchasing and paying the money for it, a new set of, woo, look at that, Milwaukee's M12 line, but the Fuel series. This series actually came, I was able to pick this up at a big box, an orange big box. We won't name the realtor. But this fuel set, it's very similar to my old one, but it is fuel, has brushless motors, and it came with all kinds of goodies. This set was $229, and the big box was running a special. When you bought this set, you got a 2-pack of M12 batteries, standard M12 batteries. The kit itself comes with a 2.0 or 2 amp hour M12 battery, and it also comes with a 4.0 M12 battery. Now, if anybody's watched the previous videos, the reason I like the M12s so much, especially for when we're doing high-end residential kitchens and such, is you have no choice when you have this drill in your hand. If you were going to set it down instead of maybe putting it into your tool belt, you have no choice but to set it down on its side. It will not stand up, and I don't think, well, it will stand up, but I don't think anybody in their right mind would set this drill down in this manner. So it forces you to put it down on its side. And that keeps from having things like the drill falling over and chipping a countertop, chipping a floor, causing damage that would have to be repaired. This drill can fall and chip something. I always like using these for fine woodwork because of that. It's not really, I guess it's not a feature, but the inability to lay it down. So, what do we have here? We have this fuel line that comes with the 4 amp hour battery, and it has a flat base. The guys might find it easier to set it down standing up. I love the idea of a 4-hour amp battery, but I don't like the idea that this drill could set down right side up like this and tip over. So the flat battery, it might be a drawback. I do like the extended runtime and the power of it. Pretty awesome. But I figured what we can do today is we're going to have a very scientific video, and we're going to compare our old M12 to our new fuel M12 and see if the purchase was worth it. I mean, these are still functioning, they still work. I figured what we could do is a highly scientific video and put these in a race. What do you think, Nick?
It sounds good to me.
Should we get started?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so for today's highly scientific test, what we've done is we've taken 20 screws, we've put them in a very straight line, as you can see how straight they are? Very straight. And they're all of identical depth. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but like I said, highly scientific. We're going to run 2 tests. We're first going to run the test with both drills set on their highest torque setting, which would be the 1 setting. Okay? We're gonna drive the row of 10 screws first with the standard M12 drill driver, hammer drill, and then we're gonna run the second row of drills down using the fuel. The test will be timed. We'll see if there's any noticeable difference when running the test. Nick's gonna time it. He's gonna yell start. I'm gonna get in position with both the drills, just so the test is 100% even. Both drills have been outfitted with Dewalt magnetic drivers and a Dewalt number 2 tip, okay? So we're not using different equipment for either drill. And we'll place the fuel over here out of the way. Let me get set here. Okay, we're gonna drive it. I hope, you know, Sean just painted this top. I hope it doesn't get jacked up with the screws. Look at that, though. Yeah. We already got some scratching, bro. So we're gonna drive them down. We're gonna start on the number 1 setting to run the first series of tests, and then we're going to run the second series of tests in the high-speed setting of 2. We'll see if either drill gets the job done any quicker.
Go.
Done.
25.26 seconds.
25.26 seconds. As you can see, the standard, look at it, it's so worn. It's so good, though. So the standard M12 drill had no problem driving the 1 1/4 screws into this, I'm not sure what the species is, It's pine, some type of pine probably, 2x4. Had no problem driving it, but it did take 25 point, how many seconds?
26 seconds.
25.26 seconds. Let's see if the Fuel Series M12 can get the job done quicker. Nick, reset our stopwatch. It just sounds better too.
Oh.
So let me know when you're ready. Shot, go.
Go.
Done.
20 seconds and 95
So,
milliseconds, I guess.
21 seconds. That's a savings. That's a savings of 4 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a savings. So, the fuel, and we're not accounting for operator error because this is highly scientific. The fuel actually did get the chore done quicker. Now let's run the same test, but we're going to set the drills on their high speed setting, okay, which generally has less torque, but it should set the screws faster. Let's set both drills on 2. We're gonna set our screws, and we'll be back with you in a second, and we're gonna run this test. Okay, for the second part of the test, once again, highly scientific, okay, very controlled. All these 1¼ inch screws are all set at exactly the same angle and the same depth, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna run these screws down. They're 1¼ inch coarse thread sheetrock screws. We're gonna run them down into this 2x4 and see if on number 2, if one of the drill drivers has an advantage over the other. So Nick's gonna time it once again with his trusty stopwatch. Nick, let me know when you're ready.
Go. .42 seconds.
Definitely a speed advantage, although if you wanted a study on how you could split a 2x4, and split a 2x4 and not use a saw, there you go. Run a bunch of screws in a line. Whether or not that helped this drill driver because the wood opened up, I'm not certain. Okay, but we're going to do roughly the same thing on the other side. Let's see how the fuel version of the M12 does in this test. Nick, once again.
Go.
Done.
14.04 seconds.
So
The difference is .38 of a second.
maybe we got to raise the stakes. So the fuel was quicker?
It was quicker by like a half second.
Okay. How can we raise the stakes? I have an idea. Okay, we're back. And what we've done to up the stakes for the number 2 setting of the test, we've increased screw length to 2.5 inches. Okay, maybe that will make a noticeable difference in these drill drivers, but there's only one way to tell, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Set the timer, please.
Go.
Maybe not.
.74 seconds.
We had a little slippage there.
Should we take a second off?
No, the slippage actually, yeah, we could take it, but we're not going to. I did feel at the end of drive, once that 3-inch screw, 2.5-inch screw started to get sunken in, the drill on the number 2 setting, the standard M12, did start to struggle a little bit, like it was running out of power. If this was maybe a 3-inch screw, which I'm gonna have to find one to drive, this might not get the job totally done. And even if it did, I don't know how many 3-inch screws it would be able to drive. That's my take on driving these 2.5-inch screws into these 2x4s. Let's try it again with the fuel version. Nick, set the timer, please.
Ready, set, go.
Too much power.
Too much. 15.48. That was too much power.
There was too much power, all operator error. All right, we're gonna have to do that one again. All right, Nick, let's run this one again.
All right.
Let's try to eliminate the operator error. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready, set, go. .22.
I don't know what it is. Well, I'll say this much. The fuel version of the M12 had no problem driving that 2.5-inch screw into these 2x4s. I didn't feel the struggle. I didn't feel the same amount of struggle from the tool that I did with the standard M12. You know, at this point, I'm almost. Nick, is there a clear-cut winner in this test?
I think you gotta go with the newer tool. The fuel.
I think that if I was to buy new tools, if I was in the market to buy new M12 tools, and you know, or if you were out there looking for new M12 tools, I would suggest going with the fuel version. It's going to have more power, has brushless motors. It should have more longevity going for it. If you already own the M12 versions and they're still kicking, the standard version, and you don't necessarily need new tools, I don't know that the upgrade is worth the money right now. I think that if maybe your batteries started to fail, instead of buying new batteries for your standard tools, maybe you just upgrade to the fuel and get the longer amp hour batteries along with the fuel tool. So that's our take on it. So I know we probably created more questions than we gave answers today. But if you needed a deciding factor, okay, what should I get, standard or fuel? Let's just say you're buying your M12s brand new, okay, and you needed to know, should I buy the standard and save a couple bucks, or should I buy the fuel? I think this would be the answer for me. Boom. The fuel came with, instead of a soft bag, came with this hard plastic box already, okay? It's already highly organized. Everything has its place. We didn't need to cut foam to fit in another box. It's all ready to go. There's space for an extra battery. Your charger's in here. So, would I buy the fuels? The answer is yes. If you like this video, we hope you'll give it a like, leave your comments below, and get subscribed. If you dislike this video, I don't know, maybe you like Dewalt. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.